गायन्ति चेदं कार्तस्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिके द्रष्टुर्न दृग्यस्य विदूष्यते तस्मै नमो आसक्त विविक्तचक्षिणे गायति चेदं कार्तस्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिके द्रष्टुर्न दृग्यस्य विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो आसक्त विविक्तचक्षिणे गायति चेदं कार्तस्य सर्गादिषु यो न बध्यते न हन्यते देहगतोऽपि दैहिके द्रष्टुर्न दृग्यस्य गुणैर्विदुष्यते तस्मै नमो आसक्त विविक्तसाक्षिणे Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Narada, the most powerful saintly sage, also worships Naranarayan by chanting the following mantra. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of the creation, the maintenance, and the annihilation of this visible cosmic manifestation. Yet, he is completely free from false prestige. Although to the foolish, he appears to have accepted a material body like us, he is unaffected by bodily tribulations like hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Although he is the witness who sees everything, his senses are unpolluted by the objects he sees. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that unattached, pure witness of the world, the Supreme Soul, the Personality of Godhead. Purport: the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is described as Satchidananda Vigraha, the body of eternity, transcendental bliss, and full knowledge. Now, in this verse, he is more fully described. Krishna is the creator of the entire cosmic manifestation, yet he is unattached to it. If we were to construct a very tall skyscraper, we would be very attached to it. But Krishna is so renounced that although he has created everything, he is not attached to anything. Na badhyate. Furthermore, although Krishna has his transcendental form, Satchidananda Vigraha, he is not disturbed by the bodily necessities of life, which are called daihika. For example, he is never hungry, thirsty, or fatigued. Hanyate deha gatopi daihike. Then again, since everything is Krishna's property, he sees everything and is present everywhere. But because he's transcendental, his body is transcendental, he is above the vision. He is above vision, the objects of vision and the process of vision. When we see someone beautiful, we are attracted. The sight of a beautiful woman immediately attracts a man, and the sight of a man naturally attracts a woman. Krishna, however, is transcendental to all these faults. Although he is a seer of everything, he is not afflicted with faulty vision. Nadrigyasya guner vidushyate. Therefore, although he is a witness and seer, he is aloof from all affection for the activities he sees. He is always unattached and separate. He is only a witness. Narada, the most saintly, powerful sage, also worships Naranarayan by chanting the following mantra. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this visible cosmic manifestation. Yet, he is completely free from false prestige. Although to the foolish, he appears to have accepted a material body like us, he is unaffected by bodily tribulations like hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Although he is the witness who sees everything, his senses are unpolluted by the objects he sees. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that unattached, pure witness of the world, the Supreme Soul, the personality of Godhead. In this very beautiful section, uh, Sri Narada Muni is glorifying the Supreme Lord. I believe this section is the prayers uh, at the different planets of the Jambudvip. So, or at the different sections of the, yes, this section is okay, and the various varshas of the Jambudvip. What is the there is a description of who is the leader, the devotee who is the leader there, and what prayers they are offering. These prayers are like the national anthem of those particular these prayers are like the national anthem of those particular that particular varshas. So here Narad Muni is offering his prayers to Lord Narnarayan. Uh, so you see text 10, it says uh, right. So Narada Muni, along with the other inhabitants of Bharatvarsha, always engages in the service of Lord Narayan, and he chants the following prayers. So yeah. So the great sage Narada instructed the tenants of this transcendental knowledge to Savarni Manu in order to teach those inhabitants of Bharatvarsha who strictly follow the principles of Varnashrama Dharma how to achieve devotional service to the Supreme Lord. So this is the national anthem of the Bharatvarsha. Uh, uh, this is the national anthem of the Bharatvarsha. So here Naz Muni is teaching the Bharatvarsha of the Jambudvip. the Bharatvarsha, the Jambudvip. So there we can see how, Srila Sukadeva Goswami is presenting in this chapter how in every tract of Jambudvip, in every verse of Jambudvip, if you see all the national anthems, it is the Lord who is being glorified. Like Harivarsha, the leader is Hanumanji, and Hanumanji is offering prayers to Lord Ramachandra. Harivarsha is Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is offering prayers to Lord Narsimhadev. And Kim Purusha Varsha. Kim Purusha. The Hanumanji Varsha is called as Kim Purusha only. You know? So, yeah, so another Varsha, Hanumanji is there. Hanumanji is offering prayers to Lord Ramachandra. Very beautiful prayers are there. Similarly, here in the Bharat Varsha, Ardhamuni is the prime Acharya, and he is offering the prayers to the Lord Naranarayan Rishis. So this is the national anthem. What is supposed to be recited every day. That is called the national anthem. So our earth is also part of Bharat Varsha only. Our Bharat peninsula is part of Bharat Varsha actually. Jammu is Bharat Varsha. So we should also recite these beautiful prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Upashama Shilayo Parata Anatmaya. Yeah, he says the best of all saintly persons, Naranarayan Rishis. He's offering obeisances, the Naranarayan Rishis. And that takes us to this particular shloka which we are focusing today, or this particular prayer which we are focusing today, that how the Lord is na hanyate deha gatopi daihike na badhyate drishtu na drigyasya gunair vidushyate. Yes, he's saying it. Radhanath Maharaj explains in one lecture, he says that Siddharth Muni is explaining. So Radhanath Maharaj explains that the Supreme Lord is. Radhanath Maharaj explains that that we living entities are all caught up we are all caught up by these various mundane attachments and material desires, just like one is caught up in a spider's web. An insect gets caught up in a spider's web. And Radha Maharaj explains that, okay, this insect is very enthusiastic. The insect thinks, oh, I'm very gymnastic, I'm very athletic. I, by my own powers, I can, and he's vibrating and he's reverberating and he's agitating and he's, fluctuating, so, so just by that enthusiastic vibration, what is going to happen is that in due course of time, it is not that this insect is going to get rid of the spider's web. Rather, the more the insect tries, the more the enthusiastic to try oneself, the insect will be more bound. Just like a mosquito is caught. Now the point is that the mosquito is caught. So this mosquito is caught in the way the mosquito very athletic and not heroic. The mosquito is trying to get rid. So we will see initially that there is a black. Initially, we'll see that there is a black spot in a white background of the web, and after some time we will see a white background and a white blob. No more a black blob, because that black blob is going to be completely entangled. So, by our self endeavors to get rid of the shackles of these material attachments and vices, the self initiated endeavors leads us to become more and more entangled. White blob in a white background, vibrating about, going to different vibronic states. So that's what going to happen, like that. Now, so what should this mosquito do? The mosquito has got caught up in the spider's web. What should this do? So this mosquito takes shelter of another mosquito who is national champion, world champion, so on. Is that mosquito also going to help? No, he cannot also help. Who can help a person in such a predicament? That is a big question. Who can help a person? Who can help us? We are all like mosquitoes caught up in this net, the spider's web of material attachment, material engagement, material desires and vices. How can we get out? The only way is the spider has to take shelter of a person who is outside the web, not caught up in the web, who is outside there. Only such a person can actually. So like one of us are seeing all this scene in a spider's web. We can actually take out that mosquito, pick out that mosquito, and just let it free. Pick it out from the web and let it free. That is the only way. So only a person who is outside of the web, who is not caught up in the web, can actually and factually pick out, you know. That's what a spiritual master does to a sincere disciple. A sincere devotee disciple may be caught up in this web, the spider's web. The spiritual master picks up, picks out or plucks out, this candidate, from the web of metal attachments and lets it free. And that is a spiritual mercy. So that is why we are seeing that that is a special mercy. And so one has to always look into the direction of somebody who is not bound. Somebody who is not bound. And therefore, the Narad Muni is pointing out that the Supreme Lord, or Narnaranishi, they are worthy of taking shelter. Why? Because they are not bound. Na baddhate. They are not bound. So simply by trying to connect to them through their devotees, and now we can also be plugged out. Beautiful. Now we can also get plugged out, we get plugged out of this engagement, and then one is free to serve the Lord. Not free to fall down again, but free to serve the Lord. Not free to fall down again, but free to serve the Supreme Lord. That is the point. So therefore, he is saying here, na bandhate. Narad is saying. Na bandhate. So better to be always in association with the person who is not bound. Then we will not get bound. Because as long as we are connected to the liberated, we will also be liberated. That is the point. And that is why a sincere devotee never wants to give up the Krishna Katha. Because as soon as there is Krishna Katha, one is liberated. One is not bound. One is not entangled by this spider's web. And therefore, but as soon as one gives up, so the Krishna Gada, one is again caught back, one again falls back into the web of entanglements and material attachment and material desires. That is what we can see. Next, the nature of the Supreme Lord is being described. The next point, which is being the next aspect or attribute of beautiful quality is described, is that Drishtahe. Drishte, that is so the Lord is not affected by the hunger, thirst. So there are these 6 bodily whips. There are these 6 bodily whips. No? So hunger, thirst is one of them. What is the other one? Hunger, thirst. Who knows the 6 bodily whips? Anyone knows 6 bodily whips? No, not the 6 vices. The 6 bodily whips. There are 6 bodily whips. Huh? Hunger, thirst are two. Any who knows the other four? So there are these six bodily waves. Hunger is one, thirst is one. Anytime we feel one feels hungry. No? Sometimes we may have taken prasad, only 45 minutes have passed. No? Again one is hungry. Especially if there is a class after prasad, very quickly will feel hungry. That one will feel very class when it will end. Only half an hour has passed. One will feel hungry. Like that. So hunger, thirst. The bodily whip, thirst. The bodily whip. Then another bodily whip is lamentation. Lamentation is a bodily whip. Oh, person keeps lamenting, hi, hi, alas, alas, why this happened, why that happened, alas, alas. It's a bodily whip, and lamentation. Illusion is a bodily whip. Time and again we come into illusion. Illusion is a bodily whip. Uh, and the other one is old age. Oh, old age is a bodily whip. Uh, Old age. Disease. Disease is a bodily whip. So in the Shastras mentions about these six whips actually, by which we are constantly beaten up, and that is how we can understand we are restricted. Every now and then there is some illusion, there is some allurement, there is some distraction. In fact, in the modern day life, the distraction is the norm of the lifestyle. Everybody is a perpetually distracted candidate. Perfectly distracted, perpetually distracted candidate. So distraction becomes the norm. So we are all restricted by these six waves. Then where to go, what to do? And that is why we have to connect to Krishna, because Krishna not distracted. So if we connect with Krishna, we'll also get saved from the distraction. That is why it is being said. No, it is. See, we derive the qualities of whom we connect to, or we incur the qualities of whom we connect to. No. The Lord is not bound, na bandhite. So we connect to the Lord, we will also get out of bondage. The Lord is drishtahe. He is not influenced by these six whips. So we have to understand we are encased. Now somebody may say, hey, I am free. Where are you saying that where is a spider's net? There is no net where I am shackled. Yes, sir, there is a net, hunger, thirst, always there is a restriction. So can we be scot free? Every 3 hours we need some food. So then either to spend money to get the food or to cook the food. There's so much of arrangement is required. Like we do camps. So now more than 50% of the energy is only gone in how to prepare prasad and serve prasad. Most of the energy goes there only. Most of the money also goes there only. So you see, hunger, thirst, that is the big problem. Lamentation, illusion, old age, disease, six whips. So we have to understand, yes, we are bound. So what is the meaning of getting unbound from these whips? Means what? That these whips will not, we will start becoming unaffected by these. We will start becoming unaffected by these. Like say for example, disease. Now we may get very much affected by these disease because we are bound. So when disease comes, we are completely flat. But we see great souls, they are not affected by the disease. Even the more disease condition also, they are able to, their Krishna consciousness is least affected. We can see the great souls like that. We can see, like see, so say for example, like Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, when he was given the service to write Chaitanya Charitamrita, he was already 95. He's already 95 age, he was not able to see also. And there he is writing. What a consciousness, and what he is writing is a masterpiece. Not only for devotees, but even for outside people. The masterpiece, what he has written, the way he has written, what he has written, amazing, like that. So similarly, one time I was there with Acharya Babu, and we were there with His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj, and Acharya Babu was asking Maharaj, you write so many books, where do you get time? You're traveling so much here and there to this village, that village, everywhere, all around. Now to such villages Maharaj goes for preaching, where even a four-wheeler cannot go, even a two-wheeler does not go. Only Pagdandi is there. Only you can walk. Those villages also Maharaj goes for preaching. So Achan was asking, how are you able to do that? Maharaj says, no, I have a sickly body, no, in the year many times I fall sick. I fall sick, I am not able to do anything, So because I am not able to travel, do preaching, that time I write books. Oh, Maharaj writes so much books. You see, so many books are there. Death is one book, Jagannath Pastimes is one book, Radharani is one book, so many books. Uh, so many books Maharaj has written, very nectarian, very glorious, not like that. So there we can understand that you see, as the great souls, they are not affected. Are not affected because they have taken very great shelter of the Lord. Like you see, Zolna Jayapataka Maharaj, he is not affected. Disease, old age, nothing can stop him. Unstoppable. The devotee can become unstoppable. Why? Because the Lord is like that. Yadrishyate, so one who very strongly grabs onto the lotus feet of the Lord, such a person can become unstoppable by any of these 6 whips, will not affect, like that. No engagement. And so yes, if there is Krishna conscious full-on engagement, there will be no engagement. There is no engagement. So that is why Drishyate is being explained. And the third attribute which is being explained in purport also is the Lord is seeing everything, he sees everything, he is everywhere, he is present everywhere, he sees everything, but he is not affected, he is not allured. Prabhupada is saying a man sees a woman, a man gets attracted, a woman sees a man, whether she may get attracted. Because we are, but the Supreme Lord is not at all attracted. No, the Supreme Lord cannot be agitated by, the Supreme Lord cannot be agitated by the material vision, by the material vision. So the Supreme Lord cannot be agitated. Like Kubja wanted to enjoy the Supreme Lord, Krishna is not agitated. So Kubja is very much agitated, but Krishna is not agitated. Now Kubja became a beautiful lady, no? So she was a hunchback, but she became a very beautiful lady by mercy of Krishna. Now she wanted to enjoy Krishna. So she had lusty feelings towards Krishna, but Krishna is not agitated. And the moment she touched Krishna, immediately she got purified. She became a devotee. Just, Hare Krishna. That is the point. So, so if we are so one who is so therefore there is Supreme Lord, who is never agitated. The Supreme Lord is like an ocean. Nothing, no vision can agitate or affect the Supreme Lord. The Lord is not agitated by any kind of vision. These material visions of sense gratification cannot agitate the Supreme Lord. You see, Lord Naranarayan Rishi is a perfect example of that. Lord Naranarayan Rishi. And so Indra has sent Rambha to allure. So Mother Rambha has come to allure Lord Naranaran Rishi with all her feminine gestures and poses, and Lord Naranaran Rishi are now completely unaffected, aloof, unaffected, unagitated, in their absorption and meditation. But the Lord understood that Indra is trying these childish tendencies. the Lord opened his eyes and Rambha doing all feminine whatever to attract the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord, Acharyas may be having a laugh, watching this scene. It's like the example is given just like so like a foolish person, they're just like a foolish person having say a 2000 rupee note, and a foolish person is showing this 2000 rupee note not to a billionaire and teasing him, hey, I have this 2000 rupees, what do you have? Hey, you see, I have this 2000 rupee or 2000 rupee gaddi, that whole note and 100 notes pack. Said, hey, I have this 2000 rupee note gaddi, what do you have? He's a multi-billionaire, he's least affected by it. So it was such a funny scene actually. And Lord Narayan is looking at his thighs, and from his thighs, all these beautiful, beautiful ladies come out. So many of them, not one, not two, hundreds of them from the Lord's thighs. The Lord is just glancing at his thighs. From his thighs, all these ladies come out, and the Rambha got a complex. She was looking so ugly in front of all of them. All of these ladies were so beautiful. They all came out. They were so beautiful. And the Rambha is getting a complex, and she is feeling as if how ugly she is. And then all these ladies. So she realizes, then she is seeking forgiveness from the Lord, that my Lord, I came with the sensual, to sensually provoke you and agitate you. Indra had sent me. And the Lord said, I know that. I know that. And then the Lord said, therefore, what you do among all these ladies, whom you are seeing now all around, you choose one of them and take her as a gift from my side, Maharaj Indra. Among all the ladies, she chose one of the, she chose one. That was Urvashi. That was Mother Urvashi. So this is Narayan Rishis, like that. So therefore, therefore, Narman is telling that the Supreme Lord is the worthy shelter. If we focus, if we meditate on the Supreme Lord, always chant the Lord's names and always meditate on the Lord's mission. And always meditate on the Lord's mission. Then one will also be unagitated. One will not be affected. One may be going around in the world where there are so many agitating sights and so many agitating scenes, but one will not be affected actually. Not be affected. Because the constant connection to Krishna is required. Because Krishna is like that. Krishna is like that. And therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says also. So therefore, if one practices bhakti, because Lord Chaitanya, Vairagya Vidya, Nija Bhakti Yogam. What is next? Vairagya Vidya, Nija Bhakti Yogam. So this, the Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching Vairagya Vidya. Simply by chanting the holy names, one can be detached, from all these provocative visions. And all these visions will be there. The material world is not going to change. All these nasty scenes will be there. All these provocations will be there. But if one is completely focused on bhakti, the practices of bhakti, one will be least affected by it. And therefore, a devotee, a sadhaka's meditation should always be, the mission of the spiritual master. That how can I please my spiritual master? How can I please and how can I serve more and more and more in the mission of Srila Prabhupada? And one should be always meditating on that. One should be always endeavoring and struggling, to serve more and more and more and more. This being the case, we will also, this being the case, will be perfectly connected to the Supreme Lord, who is unaffected by all these material tribulations and who is unagitated by all the material sights and vision. Let's stop here for today. Do we have any questions? Hare Krishna. Humble obeisances.
जैसे तो जी आपने बताया जम्बूद्वीप के बारे में, तो जम्बूद्वीप एंड भारतवर्ष के दो सेम है या भारतवर्ष मतलब part of the Jambudweep?
Yeah, Jambudweep has 9. Jambudweep is divided into 9 varshas. So what is varsha? Just like a country is divided into states, the earth is divided into continents. See, earth is divided into 7 parts. Those are the 7 continents. We say, Asia and Europe and America and like that. So similarly, Jambudweep is an island. Now Jambudweep is divided into 9 parts. Those are called as varshas. Varshas. So Hari Varsha, Kimpurusha Varsha, Bharat Varsha. So Bharat is one Varsha. That means one part of Jambudweep. And our planet Earth is a very small, insignificant part of Bharat Varsha. So our Earth, the planet, comes within Bharat Varsha. It is a small part of Bharat Varsha. Bharat Varsha is much more than Earth. Like that. And this is just one division, So Earth is divided into continents, country is divided into states, state is divided into cities or districts, So similarly, the Jambudweep is divided into 9 parts and that is called as Varshas, 9 Varshas. Every Varsha there is a devotee leader and this leader propagates a particular national anthem, what is the standard prayer which one should recite every day. So our Varsha, Bharat Varsha, Narad Muni is reciting this beautiful prayer which we can recite every day. This collection of prayers, there will be 5, 6, 7 prayers, in this description. Starting from text 11, today we are doing 12, and there will be a few more. So we can recite, that's like our national anthem for Bharat Varsha. Beautiful, no? So Bharat Varsha is a part of Bhuloka or Bhumandala. So Bharatvarsha, no, sorry, Jambudvip. Sorry, Jambudvip is a part of Bhumandala. So Jambudvip is basically island. Jambudvip is so Bhumandala is Bhumandala is like a projection of Bhumandala is like a disk. You know, a projection of Bhumandala is like a disk. You know, in the center of the disk, you know, there is Jambudvip. After that, there is an ocean. You know, after ocean there is Salmali Dweep. You know, there are seven Dweepas. You know, so Jambudvip is one, Salmali Dweep is one. What is next one? Another one? Jambudvip, Salmali Dweep, Plaksha Dweep. Plaksha Dweep is one. You know, Plaksha Dweep is one. So that is all in Bhumandala, you know. So they are like concentric discs, you know. They are like concentric discs. Yeah. So Jambu Dweep. I'm taking shelter of Google here right now. Jambu Dweep, you know. You know, we have to give credit to whom we take shelter of. So, you know, Jambu Dweep, Plaksha Dweep, Shalmali Dweep, Kusha Dweep, Kroncha Dweep, Shakha Dweep, and Pushkara Dweep. They are so it's like it's like a disc. Jambudweep is the central. After that, there is an ocean of water. Water. After that, there is Plaksha Dweep. After Plaksha, there is an ocean of So here it comes: ocean of sugarcane juice, ocean of wine, ocean of milk, ocean of curd, ocean of sweet water, ocean of ghee. So all these dweepas, they are like concentric discs, and in between them, so the dweep, and then there is the ocean. It's of the same radius, and then the next dweep, and then the ocean is the same radius, like that. So this is Bhumandala, Bhuva Swaha, so this is Bhumandala. And Jambudweep is a small, so the Bhumandala is divided into 7 islands. In that, Jambudweep is the central island, the smallest and the central island, Jambudweep is divided into 9 Varshas, this is so Bhumandala, 7 islands, Jambudweep, Plaksha Dweep, Salmali Dweep, Kroncha Dweep, so there is 7 islands. The smallest of them, Jambudweep. Jambudweep is divided into 9 parts, which are called as 9 Varshas, of which there is one Varsha called as Bharat Varsha, where the national anthem is not directed to Lord Narnarayan Rishis, like that. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us all these principles of Vairagya, Vairagya Vidya is Bhakti Yoga, that is Mahaprabhu has given actually. So, in our earth is a small part of Bharat Varsha, the Jambudweep is Bharat Varsha. We are not talking about the Indian Peninsula right now. We are talking about Jambudweep. We are way up on the cosmic scale. So like that. Interesting, no?
Yes, very interesting and very confusing also.
The most interesting thing is there is ISKCON temple everywhere, So like that, and everyone is chanting Hare Krishna, So we should also, it is that is the lesson which So the Sukadev Maharaj is giving a documentary movie. See, everywhere you go, Hare Krishna is being chanted. Only you are not chanting Hare Krishna. So you should also, like that, So that's the documentary movie, which is being shown in chapter 19. I believe 19 and 20. 2 chapters are showing this. 2 chapters we see this. Chapter 19 and 20. It's very beautiful. Very well. So let's stop here for a minute. Yes, Madhavi.
But I know the time is left. And maybe I can ask you later, or I can ask the question now and then you can answer later.
Okay.
What is it? My question is, because it's a part of Mandala, during annihilation, to which parts actually get destroyed? Because, the universes which are coming out of Mahavishnu's body. So I'm a little bit confused over here.
So what happens at annihilation? Okay. So there are different kinds of annihilation. Every day Brahmaji sleeps, there is an annihilation. So in that annihilation, every day Brahmaji sleeps, there is an annihilation. And even if Brahmaji takes a nap in the daytime, then also there is annihilation. Whenever Brahmaji will sleep, there is an annihilation. So, and then there is a major annihilation when Brahmaji dies. So, when Brahmaji dies, the entire universe is collapsed. Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha, Maharloka, Janaloka, Satyaloka, up till Brahmaloka, everything is destroyed when Brahmaji dies. His 100 years, So that is the Mahapralay which happens, But now Brahmaji's night, what happens? Below Swarga, everything is destroyed. Below Swarga. So Brahmaji sleeps in the night. Swarga is unaffected. Below Swarga, that is Bhu, Bhuva, and the lokas below. The lokas below Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Patala. So 7 of them plus Bhu, Bhuva. Everything, all of them are inundated in water. Finished. They're destroyed. They are finished whenever Brahmaji sleeps in his night. So the next day he has to do the creation. That is the creation of these lower planetary systems. So the lower planetary systems, this Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Patala, and Bhu Bhuva. Bhu Bhuva. So below Swarga, everything is destroyed. I believe Swarga is not destroyed. Yeah. When Brahmaji sleeps in the night. So till below Swarga, everything is affected. So these everyday pralays, till below Swarga, everything is destroyed. But when Brahmaji dies, then the entire universe is collapsed. So, entire universe is collapsed. And Prabhupada explains in chapter 8 purports, you will see that Brahmaloka residents, those who have become devotees, those who attend the morning program and chant Hare Krishna, they are given a chance to go back to the spiritual world. And others will recycle. The Lord's economy is a circular economy. Very cost effective. Everyone else is recycled. So they have to wait. They have to wait. It is said that they have to wait for trillions of years. And then they will be given a chance to enter another planet, another universe. So the universe has a duration. More than that duration, they have to wait, and then they'll be given a chance to enter another universe. Prabhupada explains that in purports in chapter 8 Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, so.
And that's done. Thank you so much. Sorry for the extra time.
Hey,